Well, guys, I have to admit I'm a little bit less unprepared than I normally am. I actually didn't finish this speech till this morning when I burnt the cinnamon rolls. And I didn't actually read it over until about half an hour before supper started. So bear with me. There's probably bound to be some mistakes, so advice ahead of time. So, anyways, glad everybody's here tonight. Thank you for coming to celebrate Gabrielle and Chris's wonderful day. I'd like to thank everyone for coming, and so far it's been a beautiful day. The rain has managed to stay away, even though it's been cold and windy. I would also like to add my heartfelt thanks to all the people that Janice has mentioned as well. Thank you. Okay. I thought you were going to mention that before. So there's lots of thanking Janice is going to do. I'm along with her when she's done. You'll get up with me? Okay, sounds good. I have some people I would like to thank. I know Janice and I have done a lot of things, and both sides of the family have been very busy with things, so I will just thank my family now, if that's okay. I would like to thank my sisters Wendy and Robin. They're not actually with me tonight, and I wish they were, but they aren't. They have helped out with this wedding. Unfortunately, they can't be here to celebrate. I would also like to thank my parents for helping out. And I do have two sisters here, Carolyn and Lori. They have spent countless hours in the last couple of weeks cutting and drying flowers and making decors and bouquets and boutonnieres and going into ditches and cutting more flowers for all the decorations. And I love you both. Thank you very much for being there for us. I really appreciate that. I would also like to thank Dave. You've been there through the crazy to keep me calm, even though things seem a little nuts at times. I keep saying a lot. I know. but you know what? Last but certainly not least, I'm not sure that Janice. I gotta stop saying that. Janice and Rick have done an awful lot, actually, for this special occasion. And I would like to mention Rick has made benches and arches, and he's cooked a pig. And was supplied by Carlin. Yes, your lovely home, by the way. Thank you very much for offering that up for us. Beautiful. But I would like to thank Janice. She's been involved since the wedding date has been set. I can't even begin to tell you all that she has done. I'm bound to miss something, Janice. But this lovely meal you see in front of you is the compliments of Janice, for sure. Lovely meal. Thank you, Janice. Thank you very, very much. This event probably would not have happened if you had not been involved with it. And I thank you very, very much for being there for the kids. These past few weeks have been very full with activity, and I hope I haven't forgotten anybody. If I have, I'm very sorry. It's hard to keep everything together, and if I have missed you, know that I'm very thankful for everything that you've done. And Betty Boop. Do you know how much I love you? You do? I know I'm not up here to talk about you, but I can't pass up an opportunity to tell you how very proud I am of the beautiful woman you've become. Honestly, honey, it went by far too fast. Far too fast. It seems like just yesterday I was changing your diapers. We brought you home from the hospital. You were 4 pounds and 10 ounces. You were so tiny, and I was worried that I was not up to the task to being your mom. I so wanted to be a good mom. I remember the feeling of love was so overwhelming. I actually felt sick with all those feelings, and I remember asking my mom is this how you felt? Is this how much you love me? And she answered yes, with a tear rolling down her cheek. And she added, it just keeps growing. And she was right. But then you became colicky. And oh boy, was I in for a ride. Literally, I drove and I drove and I drove my car so that you would sleep. I would be so exhausted, and I would try to put that car into park so I could lay my head back for just 5 minutes. Like, no way, boy. As soon as that car went into park, you started screaming. But then you became a toddler, and the world changed, and you were a perfect toddler, I have to say. I couldn't have asked for a better kid. You were really a really good kid. And like most families, life got busy. I looked forward to getting you out of diapers, and I looked forward to your first day of school. And then I spent most of your preteen years and your teen years being a taxi parent, picking you up from late hours from Burger King, and once again I caught myself saying, I can't wait for you to get your license. So then the day came, we could sign you up for driver's ed. But then something happened at driver's ed. You came home and said, Mom, I met a boy. But before I go down that road, Gabrielle Constance, you are my world. I'm so very proud of you. And I want you to know I would do all of that again for you 10 times over. I'd like to quote a favorite author. And I remember the last time that I read this to you. You were pregnant with Callie. And I read it to all 3 of you. You, Jessica, and Callie. I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I live, my baby you'll be. Robert Munch. Now, about that boy from driver's ed. Christopher Meow-Trout. The purpose of this here yarn is to welcome you into the family. So, don't be where you two, you need to come where I'm at. Doors up here. You know I love you, right? Okay, all right. So Christopher, a proper Newfie welcome is called a Screechin. Do you know what we do for a Screechin? No? Well, we make you kiss a cock. We make you drink Newfie Screech. We make you speak Newfanese. Possibly even sing and dance a jig. Make you wear a sou'wester. Are you getting nervous, Chris? Well, relax. Because I can't actually do a Screechin for 2 reasons. Not in Newfoundland, that's one, right? Second one, hard to find a cod in Ontario with the skin on it, and the eyes in the right place to kiss you. So, I'm going to have to pass on the Screechin. However, I am going to have a little bit of fun with you. Okay. When I was home this summer, I actually found a new rum in Newfoundland. It's actually called gunpowder rum. Yeah. And I know it's a spice rum, and I know you like spice rum, right? Okay. So this is called gunpowder rum. Okay? Straight from the rock. Has Newfie Screech, has Newfoundland wild roses, it has sea kelp, sea salt, and burnt birch trees. Okay? And I would like you to have a shot with me. You up for that? All right, so hang on, let me pour this up.
Hold your glass up, Phil.
Make sure your filter's the same. I have a lot of women do it.
Okay. Except I think you need to be just a tad more in character. Hang on. I'm a newbie. I don't have to wear one of those.
Christopher, that's the same color as you painted your grandmother's brand new truck.
Now, Chris, before we share a shot, I'd actually like to try a few new phrases on you, just for good measure. Christopher, according to your mother, who knit ya, you were a hard ticket for Slovene. Is this true?
Yes.
Yes?
You know what a hard ticket is?
Nope.
Well, your mother gave a speech about all the things you did bad, right? Well, in Newfoundland, we call that a Slovene, or a hard ticket. Okay? And you were. So, should I take it easy on you, or should...
No.
Okay, let's start out easy.